Why, hello. I didn't see you there. Shaving is weird. It hurts. I'm not very good at it. I have to look like a 12-year-old when I'm done. What to talk about? I apologize for the piss poor lighting in today's episode, but hopefully that's one of the things we can fix over the course of time. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a second one of these since nobody's watched the first one, but I figure if I make it, you will come. Sounds extremely dirty. Usually don't have a lot to say, but I wanted to make this consistent and try to do it on a fairly regular basis, so I'm pretty excited for the Avengers movie. You should be too. As you'll learn, I'm rather a big geek. I was planning on rereading the Ultimates, at least the first 2 books, the only good ones, to try to get myself in the mood for the movie, but I was too busy rereading old 1990s Punisher comic books. I don't know why I said 1990s. There are no 1890s Punisher comic books. I've been reading a lot of the old Chuck Dixon War Journal, Warzone shit, and it's pretty crazy what they would let somebody get away with for the Comics Code Authority back then before they just dropped it. It's not all the swearing and gore and horrible shit that goes on in the Max series, but kids could read it and be like, that motherfucker's dead, and not in a good way. Like, he did not go happy. It's got some crazy shit in it, like, you know, James Bond type gadgets, or fucking Punisher goes with like 3 different goddamn dogs, and that's weird. But, you know, it was a weird era for comics, trying to incorporate the grim and gritty shit without having to do it in a prestigious format like a graphic novel, like Watchmen or The Dark Knight Returns. The Punisher is easily one of my favorite comic book characters, particularly how Garth Ennis has done him, and even how Jason Aaron followed up Garth Ennis in the Max series. I like the modern take where he aged. You know, he fucking fought in Vietnam, but he became an old man like all Vietnamese veterans. Not Vietnamese veterans, but veterans of the Vietnam War. I like most iterations of the Punisher. Not that Frankencastle bullshit, though, that pisses me off. I don't like anything where it's made too mystical or sci-fi. I like the dude when he's fucking just strapped, ready to go, killing lots of bad guys. With, of course, an internal monologue that makes him seem at least somewhat philosophical and introspective. If the character lacks introspection, I'm generally a bit disinterested. That's not to say that all characters need to be philosophical and constantly going, why me, or oh, what kind of person am I? But it's good to have a person question his actions and judgments and personal flaws or whatever. That's just good writing. So I love when the Punisher is like that, but I also, you know, I like it when it's the simpler stuff, when he's, you know, oh, in this issue he's trapped on a bus and they're snowed in and there's a psychotic killer and among the survivors, and he has to kill the dude with only a fucking towel, you know. It's enjoyable shit. But comic books have gotten more complicated a lot of times, and usually, not usually, but often for the better. In the Punisher's case, definitely for the better. But yeah, so I've been rereading a lot of that old shit, which I loved when I was like 10 to 13 years old. I'd go to flea markets and spend like 50 cents on each issue, maybe even a quarter. Now you can't do that. Now you go to a flea market and everybody thinks a comic book is worth like $5 just because it's got some character that is rumored to be in a movie or something. It's just not worth doing. I could go on and on about the state of comic books and the prices and shit like that, but I'll save that for another episode. Tomorrow I will be spending all day in a movie theater sitting through Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, and finally the midnight show of the Avengers. That'll be dope, and I'll probably put a video up Friday with my review of the Avengers, because I know you are all dying to hear what I think. That's because I'm going to go see all those movies in the theater in one sitting, that's why I haven't been rewatching the DVDs or Blu-rays or anything. Instead, I have been watching Earth's Mightiest Heroes on Netflix. That's a dope cartoon. I really don't like the character design. Some of the animation is a little cheap, but overall, good stuff. Maybe one thing I'll start doing on here is recommending reading or watching shit. So for today, let's recommend The Punisher Max Run by Garth Ennis, The Punisher Max Run by Jason Aaron, the first two Ultimate series by Mark Millar and Brian Hitch, and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Sorry about that, I had a focus problem.